Welcome back, Meat Militia. Today for our first video in the collaboration hashtag GETLOADEDFRIES, and also in celebration of Cinco de Mayo, we're going to be doing our Carne Asada fries on a combination of the Blackstone griddle and the Weber kettle. It's time to cook, so fall in. So the way we're going to cook our fries today is we put a cast iron Dutch oven on the Blackstone. I've got these 3 burners on full blast hot, put the lid on, and it's allowed the oil to come up to 330, 340. We're going to fry the fries and season them, and then we'll get cooking the rest of the ingredient. We'll get one final reading on this oil. Beautiful. Now what I like to do when I'm putting the fries in is you want to be careful. I do have a fire extinguisher handy right there for safety. Not really concerned because the flame is protected by the griddle surface itself. And I did, little pro tip for you from when we ran the food truck, when you're cooking frozen fries, pull them out an hour or so ahead of time so that they're not completely frozen and have those ice crystals on them. We're getting a good sizzle. Mix them up real quick. Maybe one more handful in there. So what we're going to season the Carne Asada fries with is a little bit of Kinder's taco blend. It's got all the different spices. It's just going to give us those layers of flavors that we're looking for. So we like to put a coordinated spice on the fry, then we have a coordinated seasoning on the meat and a coordinated seasoning on the veggies, and then we'll top the whole thing off and tie it all together with the sauces and the cheese. So again, as soon as they come out of the fryer, we hit them with the seasoning. Toss those up, and they are just perfectly crispy. That's a good fry. Damn good fry. All right, so for the ingredients list today, we have taken our thinly sliced Carne Asada chuck roast that we picked up at Costco and marinated it in this Little Cuisine street taco Carne Asada seasoning mix. We've got 3 kinds of peppers, yellow, red, and green bell peppers, along with a little sweet white onion, a little sprinkled cheddar cheese, and then we're gonna add to the vegetables the Blackstone tequila lime seasoning. If you haven't tried this, you need to. It's very tart, a lot of lime forward flavors, along with all of those peppers and chilies that drive home that Mexican flavor that you're looking for. We've already cooked the fries and seasoned those up with our taco seasoning. So I'm gonna get started sauteing the vegetables down, and then I'm gonna take the Carne Asada and grill it over charcoal to get that crispy charred edge, and then I'll chop it up on the cutting board and we'll be ready to assemble. So I'm just gonna start with a little avocado oil before I put the veggies down. If you ever wonder how much oil to put down on your Blackstone, just remember Meat Militia and do 2 M's. And that'll be the perfect amount of oil. There's that sizzle that we like to hear. Now we are doing sort of a fajita style for this, but instead of leaving the peppers and the onions long, with a loaded fry, what we found when we had the food truck is it works better to have your vegetables cut into a dice or a smaller slice, because unlike a sandwich or a taco, you're not biting through, you're taking a forkful and shoveling it in, and so you want to have you want to be able to get a little bit of everything in every bite, and it seemed to work out better for us to put it into a medium-sized dice so you can get a little bit of everything. Otherwise, it's just too much to try and put together into one bite. And the onions. Look at how beautiful that is. All those colors. Get that with a little Blackstone tequila lime. And then, as always, with the veggies, I do like to dome them and put a little steam to accelerate that cooking, get the texture that we're looking for. So I'm just going to wrangle all that up. Hit it with a little water. And then I'll go ahead, turn those up to medium-low. Let that go for about 5 to 7 minutes. Again, the beef is only going to take a second on that charcoal. That charcoal is probably 800 degrees. It's literally going to be 20 seconds on each side and it's going to be done. So I'll let the veggies get all the way done and I'll actually pull them before I put the beef on the Weber. We're going to go ahead and get started on the Carne Asada. I did leave this whole because we're just going to sear it super quick on the Weber. And when I say super quick, I mean super quick. We're talking 10, 20 seconds per side just to get a little bit of char marks on there. Now all I'm going to do is I've got these all laid out against the grain. I'm just going to slice them into, let's call them bite size. When you're assembling any dish, but especially loaded fries, or let's call it a finger food, you want to think about how it's going to be eaten by the people you're serving. How much they can fit in their mouth, what a bite size really is, and make it comfortable for your guest to be able to get a little bit of everything so they can enjoy the entire experience. I can tell you just by cutting this, it is super tender. It smells amazing. My mouth's actually watering as I'm cutting through this. picking up the smoke from the Weber. That charcoal, I think, is going to add a level or a layer of flavor and complexity to this. It's really going to set it apart from what we were able to do when we had the truck. Everything on the truck was on a flat top or in a deep fryer, and we didn't have open flame or charcoal, because you had to kick out a high volume of food efficiently. And charcoal just didn't work for us. Give that once across there, like that. Let's just give the beef a test. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be all right. That is gonna be all right. I've got my fries set up right here. Again, I'm going to start with a layer of sprinkled cheese to act as a barrier against our wet toppings. Then I'm going to come in with the meat, and in meat militia fashion, we want to put a healthy portion of the carne asada. I'm telling you, the chili bite, there's some good back heat there, but the tequila lime really cuts through the fattiness. And then our veggies. All three colors of veggies. Make a nice, beautiful, beautiful plate of fries. We eat with our eyes first, and then we're gonna hit that with one more layer of shredded cheddar. We've got a little bit of sour cream. We're going to give it the zigzag treatment. We've got our cilantro lime. We'll hit that in the opposite direction. There we go. A dollop of salsa right on the top. So we've got all three colors of the Mexican flag, the red, the white, and the green, just for good measure. A little bit more sour cream. And as Emerald would say, bam! There you have it. The Meat Militia Carne Asada loaded fries. All right, so let's see how we did. And now the beauty of the way that we cut those peppers and onions is it's gonna be super easy. I can just stab straight through. I'm gonna get a little bite of everything. Got the sauces drizzled all around with the cilantro lime dressing, the tequila lime Blackstone seasoning. Oh my gosh. Look at this, look at this. Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. Okay. So for starters, the combination of the tequila lime Blackstone seasoning and the heat that brings forward with that cilantro lime dressing makes the entire dish. Absolutely makes the entire dish. The little bit of smoke that you get and the char on that carne asada from cooking it over charcoal rather than doing it on the Blackstone adds a whole entirely different layer of flavor and complexity to the dish. If you have that option, I would highly recommend that you do it. If this is your first time to the channel, please, if you like what you saw, consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up, and either way, please leave a comment. Let us know what you liked, let us know what you didn't like. That's how we improve on our craft. If you're a subscriber and you've been to our channel before, thank you so much. We absolutely appreciate you. Remember, the entire month of May is going to be loaded fry dishes. The easiest way for you to see those, as well as the loaded fries from the dozen or so other YouTube influencers that are going to be participating, is to simply put in the hashtag GETLOADEDFRIES, and there'll be a playlist of all of the loaded fries from everybody that's playing along. Thank you so much again for joining us, and until next time, get outside and cook.